Hello, it's Malcolm here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about base 5, i.e. a positional system of writing numbers that only uses 5 symbols.
In order to introduce a positional system using only 5 symbols, what I'm going to do is count the number of dots here on the page. But before I do, let's go back and count the number of dots here in our normal base 10 system. So here we go. In base 10 we are only using these symbols: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. They're the symbols we're allowed to use. Now as I count, I would go 1, let me write it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I've run out of symbols, and so what we do here is we go 10. We introduce a new column, and we put a 1 in that column. And what that means is we've actually grouped this set of dots, and when the 10 means there's one group of dots and none left over. So here when I come to the next dot, I've got 11. That means one group with 1 left over. So one group with 2 left over, one group with 3, so that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and so on. And then when I get to 19, I don't have another symbol, and so I form a second group, and I say I now have 20 dots, and that is with 2 groups and none left over. Now I have 2 groups and 1, 2 groups and 2, and on we go. So you can see here eventually when I get up to here I will have 3 groups, then 4 groups, 5 groups, and then 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So I have 57 dots there. Okay, so now let's count the number of dots again, but this time using a positional system that only has 5 symbols. So we could use any symbols, but to make life easy, let's use these 5 symbols: 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. They're the only symbols we're allowed. And let's start counting the dots again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dots. Now we've run out of symbols, so we'll do exactly the same as what we did in our base 10 system. We'll form a new column, put a 1 in that column and 0. And what we have done there is we have formed one group. It's just that this time the group only has that many dots in it. So that would be 10 dots in our new system. And so here I have one group and 1, one group and 2, one group and 3, one group and 4, and now I've run out of symbols, so I have to form another group. And so here I am at 20 dots. And so I keep going: 21, 22, 23, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 40, 41, 42, 43, let me just put this one in here, 44. Now I haven't got a symbol, so I form a new group. Now how many groups have I got? Well, I don't have a symbol for the number of groups, so what I have to do is form a group of groups. So I form one big group here. So this is one group of groups, and so this number here is 100, 100. No individual dots, no group of dots, but one group of groups of dots. And so the next number is one group of groups and 1 left over: 102, 103, 104. I've run out of symbols, so I form a group, and so that becomes 110. One group of groups, one group, and nothing left over. So we keep going, and here I will get up to 120, 130, 140, and here I go. I now form another group, but I haven't got a name for that. I guess here I should say I'm at 144. So the next one is I have to form a group of groups, and so here's my next group of groups, and so here I have two groups of groups, no groups, and nothing else, so 200. Then I have 201, 202, 203, 204, form a group, and so this must be 210, 211, 212. So in my system that only has 5 symbols, we call that a base 5 system. The number of dots here is 212. Now clearly the number of dots hasn't changed, it's just our way of representing it. And so we can say here that 57 dots when we count in base 10 is the same number as 212 dots if I count in base 5.